Good evening. We are back live. Hi. I have some experiments to set up, and then if Gabe is around, we're going to review his code. And the only other thing I want to check first is right here. Okay, so this container did get a bit bigger. This is a 12 gig container. So I don't know where the extra 7 is coming from. I'll figure that out. Tell folks on that. All right. And Gabe. Got a shake. Awful. God. Gotta actually get my protein in though for once. Just go check if there's an expiration date on that stuff. Real quick. Nope, not expired, just awful. I will have to find a way to get some more consistent protein in. Alright. Attempting to learn NeoVim. My guy. Literally that. Type Vim tutor into console. Done. You'll be good in 10 minutes. It's not that freaking hard. Like, it's a pretty small set of keyboard shortcuts that you need to make it dramatically better than, your normal editor. And it just takes, within a week, it'll be pretty natural. Did not learn to type. Nah, my guy, that's not a frickin'. excuse. All right, I had three. Like it literally, like they had to give me like 3 hours a test, before they actually like timed the tests when I was growing up because I how slow I freaking wrote. All right, I typed at like 8 WPM until I played a shit ton of MMOs, and now I can actually type like 90. You'll be fine. The only thing that I do wrong now, which is I think a lot of programmers do, my hands are like one position over to the left of where they should be because it's actually because of Vim, because HJKL. So usually you should have your hands on like was it JKL semicolon and then ASDF or whatever, but I'm like one over to the left because, constant shift and mod keys and HJKL. Oh, here's Gabe. Hey Gabe. Doing well. I'm on stream, I hope you don't mind, but code review time. Welcome, Jose. X, Twitch, and YouTube. Do Pac-Man review. We can't hear him, by the way. My bad. Let me fix that. How do I fix that? Say something?
What do you?
Oh, wait, no, it should work.
What should work? Sorry.
Just stream audio. You good now? Alright, let's take a look at these PRs. What the heck is this? Okay. We'll submit like really weird tiny PRs. Okay, so let's see this PR. Different ghost behavior for each ghost based on original game. Cool. Grid-based world.
Yeah, I put that in
Yep,
there
that's
because
fine.
it's like
A lot of games
everything
work that way.
moves. Yeah, should be faster simulation.
It is. Starting like cool. Ghosts all move in a direction that leads them to closest to their target tile. Targets are calculated differently for each ghost. Ghosts cannot turn around in this phase. Scatter, they go to their corner. Panic, use random directions to chase and scatter alternate on a fixed time interval. Good model with randomized starting position. But we'll get you a good model then as well.
Sweet. I'm excited to see it. That should be cool.
Right, there are 28 file changes, but if I recall, it's just a bunch of like tiny little assets, which is fine.
Yeah, a lot of it's pictures, I think.
Let's do start a review. This is 1024. Go up on this, I'm sure. You have a bunch of args. All fine. You've got a correct looking net. Logs.
We could probably add more to the logs now that I think about it.
I think we'll full solve. Got the M. It's human playable, it looks like. Get a model in here, but no biggie. Get frame time.
Yeah, so that's for
Oh,
the
that's funny.
visual interpolation.
Yeah,
That
I
doesn't
haven't
have
done
a
it that way, but I don't know if this works on web. It might.
hmm,
I've done it before where I just pick a number of sub steps, and then I just run I run what is this? If step while greater than, yeah, okay, I see. This reverse while time greater than equal to, okay. Logic a little odd here, but that's whatever. A perf test, and then we'll do the main file last, obviously. Got params and params in here. Obs counts. Obs are float 32. We'll see what those are.
yeah, I'm not sure about the way I did the observations. I feel like that might be,
We'll check.
yeah,
And we have vec init, obs actions, for determined locations. Fill the args. This all looks fine, and these are all assets, which could have been in a sprite sheet, but no, it's okay. They're tiny either way. These are in a Pacman file. Cool. So now look at this big file, 959 lines. Which for Pac-Man, I have to see what the ghost logic looks like. That could be a reasonable amount of code for this. Vector 2. What is this?
that's a new type, I think. Maybe? It's actually kind of a while since I wrote this code.
Well, it's not defined anywhere, so I assume. Is it from Raylib?
Maybe. I don't think so, though. I think it might just be defined below.
But that you can't do that in C. Oh, wait, you can because it's a macro.
Yeah, I think that's it. That still might not be ideal, though.
Okay, so
Yeah.
vector. What language do you get that convention from?
Type def struct.
No, the like prefixing like I vector. Huh.
Um, I think that was to distinguish from Raylib has a vector too. And I think I wanted
Oh,
to
okay,
distinguish
I
this
see.
as an integer vector.
Okay. I very rarely make a pos vector, but let me see how many positions we have. Enums, got logs, fine. Pile.
That's for the map
This is
specifically.
for loading the map, I would imagine, right?
Yeah. Which there's only one map hard coded right now, but it's just a string, so you could do very easily have more maps.
And it's just a char array, so yeah, actually this is totally fine.
Yeah, it would be cool if there was a way to select from multiple maps. It could be kind of
Okay,
interesting.
I now see, I kind of see now why you made a vec2. I would have just called it pos if it's not used for anything else. That's fine. So you have direction. Yeah, you can do it that
Mhm.
way. It's fine. Do you want me to nitpick the hell out of this, or are you mainly looking for like the RL side of stuff?
Go for nitpick it. Why not? I mean, it's
Okay.
your project.
Cool.
I
Well, I mean, it depends, right? Like, I don't know your programming background. I don't know if you're looking for like general, like, how do I make this code better, or you're looking for like, how do I make this like awesome for RL more, right? It depends.
I mean, I'm open to all feedback. Uh,
The
so I
feedback I
mean,
give you is not necessarily going to be true and correct as much as it's like, this is the way I do shit, and it tends to work very well. Let's see.
I'm very much a like when in Rome sort of person, right? So it's like I want to follow the conventions of the space I'm in.
Well, nothing here is bad yet. So let me keep looking and seeing if I see any patterns. Um, Pac-Man M struct, totally fine. Got the forward declaration. I put all the structs at the top now, but I started doing that relatively, well, very, very recently, and it was only because I started needing a whole bunch of them in here. This is fine. You got your log, float obs, actions, rewards. Okay. No constants, but they're set from Python, so that's fine. This I definitely don't do. Um, this is a grid, right?
That is actually not a grid.
Not a grid. Okay, interesting.
So the game map is a grid, but the dots is it's a array of pointers to where the dots are on the map. Um,
Why
might have
wouldn't you
been
just
like
make a grid?
because the dots are at like known positions. So like to reset the map, all you have to do is reset the dots. Like you don't have to go through the whole map again.
Well,
Um,
you could have it literally be one mem copy operation, right? So often what we'll do to reset maps, let's say we have a grid and we have some initial state, the mem copy, right? You just save like original map. That's super fast,
yeah, that makes sense.
especially compared to like looping through and doing like pointer stuff.
Hmm.
I generally try to avoid like double pointers if at all I can get away with it, just because it's like extra stuff that can go wrong. We tend to do like
Yeah,
flat arrays whenever we possibly can.
that's fair.
Okay. Standard logging. Yep, standard logging. File. Oh, okay. This is just like put up here for whatever. Okay. Then we have game map. You do have a game map.
Yes, it's like it's a list of specific places in the game map. I don't know. I
This could
can
totally just
try.
be a tile star. You don't have to edit it. I'm just giving you like feedback for stuff if you like. I'm also happy with you like taking your input and doing other RL things, but like yeah, I would have definitely just made this like game map, all right, and then I would do like a rig game map or whatever, and then it's just a mem copy to reset, and you save all the looping.
Hmm.
So like this, and then when you need to reset, you wouldn't even have to do it. It'd just be one mem copy. Alec is fine. Initialized is fine. This is gonna be C close, the new API.
Gotcha.
And if we allocate, it's good. Then what do we have? Vec2. Vec2 distance squared. Getting like almost kind of Java-y vibes.
Oh, I feel seen. That's
You do some Java?
that's kind of where a lot of my background is, yeah. Not that I like
I'm
Java,
sorry.
but yeah.
I honestly, Java was like my first main language too. I honestly think that having to do stuff in Java makes you a worse programmer. Just like for having to deal with that language. Ugh. It's like, and the reason is it's like it's so overly abstracted. It just like creates clutter everywhere. Um, I mean, there's nothing like super bad yet, but like I get the vibe already just from having like a ton of these like short little tiny methods. We'll see. We'll see. If you like here, the only time that this would be bad is like if you use this like 3 times or something. Other than that, it's like whatever. All right, vec2 distance squared. Poor Weston here is high school and was, I assume, also subjected to it. The only thing good about Java is you can write Minecraft mods in it. All right, vec2 move. That's fine. Move wrapped. File at. Okay, this one is fine. I end up having one of these as well. And move in direction. Okay. Compute ghost obs. This is correctly normalized. This is correctly normalized. Provided those are floats.
Yes.
Are the positions floats?
No, I think everything is an integer up until this point.
That cast correctly? I actually don't know.
Let me see. I think I've checked the output before,
Okay.
but could be good to double check.
Uh, I just don't remember how a promotion works. Okay, so they're both float. Good. Yeah, I literally don't remember these things.
Yeah, I don't either. This is also, I
Well, I remember
think
which
that,
ones to be careful about, though, right?
yeah. Like if you didn't have float in front of map with, it definitely wouldn't be a float when you divide it.
Yeah, so it makes sense it gets promoted to a float. I just could have been the other way. This I don't think has to be cast because I think this will just get implicitly cast because the ops is a float.
That makes sense.
And then not frightened and not ghost. You give it some ops. But wait, this is ghost observations.
Yeah, so that's per ghost.
So this is what the ghosts see, or you see the ghost?
You see the ghosts. So the
Okay.
ghosts aren't agents. Those are hard
Yes.
coded.
Technically, they could be. That would be kind of funny.
It would be. I feel like ghosts would be a little OP if they were smarter. Like,
Yeah, I think that you couldn't win the game, right?
yeah, 4 versus 1. Maybe you could do one ghost versus one. agent, and it would be more even. I am questioning whether this array observation is the right approach at all, or if a grid view would be better, like a
Definitely a grid
localized.
view, I would say.
Yeah,
I
I feel
would
like
have
that
just
could be
done
part
this
of the
the same as
problem.
I've done every other M, and I just given an 11 by 11 crop of tiles around it.
I can do that.
I mean, I don't even know. I don't know how good that is, frankly, because like you kind of want to be able to see the ghost from a little farther away. But let me see. So you have the ghost direction. You get the ghost position. To be fair, if you're gonna do ghost position, I would consider doing ghost relative position.
Hmm. I think I did try that at some point. Kind of went back and forth.
Wait. Do ghost observations. This correctly. You do. You give it an offset. Player observation count. Presumably is 11.
Yes, should be,
Yes.
unless I've made a silly mistake. So those dot pointers again there.
Yeah, you definitely are making this hard on yourself. I do such stupid things, but they're like so simple. One of the things I did as well, you have a separate ghost struct, don't you, versus player?
Yes. Yep.
So one of the things that I will often do is I'll just make like an entity. It's like, wait, but what about, the player can't be frightened and the player can't, it doesn't matter, just ignore those attributes. Because then you can put all the
Yeah.
damn things in one struct. Like
Seems
you can put
reasonable.
you can just like put like you just have like entity star entities. You don't have to keep track of stuff. Like easy to zero the whole thing, stuff like that. Round. You have lives.
No.
Then what's
Only
the
one
reset
life.
round? Is this
Oh,
different from
okay.
C reset?
I don't think so. That really should be reset
Oh,
episode.
I could understand this if you had lives.
We could have lives. We could add that, but
I don't
there's
really
not.
care if you have them or not. It's just if you don't, then I would have to see stuff.
Okay.
The entire field of RL is lucky. CPU and GPU are bottlenecked. RAM typically isn't. To be fair, we could make our stuff way more memory efficient. It's just like you don't have to. Memory is the thing we just usually don't care about. We try to write our code fast, and we do it like stupid on the memory side. What does this reset ghost thing do? I guess it just moves it to its starting position. Yeah. The way that you've done it is perfectly sane. In some sense, the way I would have done it is a little less sane. I would have just had like an array of ghosts or whatever, or an array of even entities, and I would have just had indices like, pinky is 0, this is 1, this is 2, and then just loop and stuff.
That makes sense.
The way I do things, you'll notice like far fewer small functions like doing stuff, and generally the code is like things are less decoupled, I would say, but also more succinct.
I definitely agree with you about too much abstraction being a bad thing sometimes.
I really try to keep stuff just super, super simple.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. The sort of abstractions you see in a lot of software can get crazy, and like a lot of it doesn't serve a good purpose.
Well, I mean, I like to point to the neural MMO code and be like, okay, look how brain dead simple that is. Like, what are these things doing for you? If I can just literally hack a 2800 line env out that's better than anything I did in my PhD. That's arguably one of the most complex RL envs out there. It runs at 1.5 million steps per second, and like a freshman undergrad can read it. Right. But wait. What are we doing here? So, hang on, reset.
Oh, yep. So
Oh,
that actually does scan through the whole map.
but then you have a. Huh. Because you just don't have the spawn. Okay. Yeah, this is just fun. Right.
Actually, yeah, I feel like that is a little bit funky now that I see it again. The reset round, because a lot of that stuff I'm doing, you
Uh-huh.
would only need to do once. Like you could avoid doing that in a reset, I think. 'Cause it's like I'm putting a spawn position on the ghosts. Why don't I just set them to their spawn position?
Yeah.
They would already have it.
My initial guess, just like random guess of like how many lines do I think Pac-Man would be? Like 700. And I think that's probably about how short I could make it. Um, just fiddling with things. So it's like, so far everything makes sense. I could definitely see places to make it more succinct. But I'm not like, what the heck is this at anything? Oh. Hmm. So Blinky targets the player.
Yep, the
Pinky
most direct.
targets,
There's a lead.
so it tries to go to where it thinks the player's going.
Yes.
Okay. And then this one has just a different lead.
That's the most
Oh.
confusing one. Um, and it's like that in the original game. Um, there's a lead, but then it incorporates Blinky's position over that lead. Um, it's pretty weird, but that's how it works. And then glide is just it targets the player if it's far away, but then if you're close to the player, it goes back to its corner.
Hmm. Funny. Okay.
That might be a little funky.
Well, the thing that's funky about it is like, if you have a grid, you may as well use it.
Yeah, the grid is not used as much as it could be.
It
It's
definitely could
only
be
used,
simple, made much simpler.
yeah.
Have you looked at like some of the logic in MOBA?
Nope.
So that thing runs, I don't know, at least several 100,000 steps per second. So that thing has pathfinding for all of the creeps. If you've ever played League or Dota, so all the creeps have to have pathfinding, right? Um, it has 5 scripted opponent agents, and then it has your 5 on your team with all the things that they're doing, um, in like a mixed continuous discrete grid, and it's still really fast. So some of the techniques in there are kind of cool.
Nice. The nice thing about Pac-Man is like you don't even really need real pathfinding. Like the map is such that if you just always move towards the target, you'll get there. Like there's nothing to get stuck on.
Yeah. Well, in my case, we did we pre-computed all the pathing in MOBA.
Hmm.
So it's a 128 by 128 grid, which means you need a 128 by 128 by 128 by 128 cache of pathfinding. 200 something megs. Yeah, I would have definitely used the grid more, and I would have definitely had like an entity array that contained uh the ghost and maybe even the player. I think with those two things you'd cut at least like 100 150 lines off. Oh, actually, I said 600 650, and we are there. We're actually that's where we are now. Um and this is just rendering. Let's see.
You might still be able to cut some stuff off though. I think you're right.
I still think you could actually. I might have overshot then because I think you could cut 100 or 150 lines off.
I can take a look at some of those suggestions.
Oh, well, this is crazy. This is. Wait, is this? No, it's not one-lined. Oh, it's just really long. Okay. That's not as. That's. Okay, I got confused about what it is. So far, the only two style things I'd actually ask you to do would be four space it, and then like cut like giant signatures at some reasonable length. Tab them in.
Okay.
But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna merge it anyways, so that we can mess with this and see if we can get your stuff training better.
Sweet.
Then possibly you can submit a cleanup PR if you have the time.
Yeah, I think I will. Long weekend too.
I'll just be grinding on the release. Okay. And this would be like where you'd have a texture atlas, but then you'd still have to have a big array of offsets. Potentially.
Those colors might be unused now that I look at them again. That might be old.
Holy. What are we doing here with bit
Oh.
shifts?
I'm actually kind of proud of this. This is how the map's drawn.
Let me see.
Um,
Is wall.
that's how it does the corner tiles, really.
Oh. Okay, yeah, that is good. I've had to do this before. It is not fun. So, the worst freaking thing I've had to do for this actually goes up right here, Neural MMO. See the map? You have all
Hmm.
the terrain merges together, and the tiles are lerped as well.
Yeah, it looks great.
This is the same sort of a thing, right? Where like you have to like do this horrendous tile mapping, and it ends up being like it's just like a table lookup, but populating that table's a pain because it's like it's it's a full byte. It's like 256 possibilities or whatever. Is just how the math works out. Because you have your center tile, which is always you or whatever, and then it's like
Hmm.
everything else has options. So it's 8 other tiles that can be 0 or 1, which is literally 256 possibilities. And coming up with that table just sucks. So yeah, good
I can
job. I know
imagine.
I know that logic for drawing those things freaking sucks.
Yeah, and you've got more tile types.
Wait,
I've got like very few tile types, but still has to handle the corners.
I gotta ask, you couldn't have gotten a static map for this?
Yeah, no, that could be static. My reasoning was that the compiler would sort of compile, like, not the compiler would pre-calculate all those constants.
Oh yeah, no, it's not that it's slow. It's my I mean it's about the fact that you had to put yourself through writing it.
That's true. I mean,
Like
wasn't
if you're gonna do
too
that, like
bad.
man, if you're gonna do this, if you're gonna go to the effort of doing procedural rendering like this, you may as well have like Pac-Man on like whatever map ever, right?
Yeah, no, that could be supported.
Yeah. Like that's the
Um,
only reason I would ever bother putting in the effort to do something like this. Because this type of thing, this is the type of thing where I would like, I'd get stuck at this and like have a dumb look on my face for like several hours.
yeah, no, I think it would be you could make a map generator for this
Very
and
easily.
it would still look like Pac-Man. And that could be a cool
Hmm.
future project.
I mean, you could do like, I mean, technically, right? Like, there's no reason you couldn't make full screen, just massive Pac-Man, where it's kind of like my big Snake Sim or whatever, except for Pac-Man, and like it's kind of interesting because it's more specifically adversarial. Hmm.
Mhm.
You could actually totally make like a Pac-Man themed like Ghost and Agent are both trained, and that would actually be really freaking cool.
That would be super cool.
It's
I
all right.
think like something kind of funny about Pac-Man is like even if there aren't any ghosts, if you're also optimizing for how quickly it can collect everything, you've got a traveling salesman problem. So it's like still like getting it like optimal is still kind of computationally complex.
Yeah, to get it fully optimal, but like, hang on. Well, have you seen the new end for the docks?
No?
Oh, hang on. Hang on. Stop. Or wait. Test. I just wanted to show you the new trained M because it's really freaking cool. And it kind of has like a similar like pathfinding vibe. Map goes through, renders a bunch of tiles, dots. Got full screen. Full file. Well, let me show you this real quick, and then we're gonna get Pac-Man into this. Okay, so this is the new end. Puffers have to get stars. It's you know, ridiculous advertising. But this is random behavior, all right?
Mhm.
How fast this thing grants. 4 million steps a second at peak. So 20, 30
Nice.
seconds for 100 million steps. The uh, small MLP LSTM. But actually, they do have memory.
Very nice.
Okay, so this is already done training. It's just doing a little extra eval.
They're doing it.
So yeah, that's how multi-agent pathfinding goes with RL.
That's interesting. That might kind of make, yeah, interesting pattern.
It's pretty mesmerizing.
It is, yeah. You can see that they're forming like almost like little schools,
Yeah.
like because they wouldn't want to all go after the same star, because then what if another star pops up on the other side?
I definitely want to make like bigger versions of like swarming sims at some point when I have the time. I made this in a day. Like this was for the new tutorials. So like this is going to be the multi-agent
Nice.
tutorial end. So it's really simple. It's very cleanly commented. It's very easy code, and it's like a good reference now.
Yeah, that's still interesting behavior.
This whole it's 233 lines. You can see the way that I have it set up now. This number of comments is just because of the tutorial end.
Super cool.
But yeah, you can kind of see the minimum of abstraction. Actually, look, I did make a position struct. I made a goal struct here. I guess I did allow
Yeah.
myself one.
Oh, I can rename the position struct to
Fine.
position too. That'll probably
No,
be
it's
more
fine.
clear.
I don't really care about any individual thing. I do try to show people like the less you abstract, the better things turn out usually. Let's
Yeah.
get this merged though. I'm being pedantic. There's no individual thing here where I go like that's bad. There's like, overall probably could use the grid more, probably could have made like an entity array and like made it simpler or whatever, but there's no individual thing that's bad. It's just like a level or two above, where it could be. Let's do that. Let's merge this and let's see if I can help you with training. Have a million warnings. Oh, it's GPU drive. Back to million warnings, right? So this needs a C close. Let me fix that. Um, huh. Oh, yeah, this vec got changed. Okay, so we are at 1.3 million SPS. Doesn't seem to be training really. Right?
Yeah, I noticed that too. Now it was training when the starting position wasn't random,
Okay.
but that was really 3 months ago when I had a training. And I think I was using some pretty different hypers.
0.2 mil. That actually made it slower, which is unusual. Oh, env at 46%. The env speed nada. Hmm. You would think that this would be fast.
You would, yeah.
Distraction will get you. I guarantee you, it's the iteration through the iteration through the dots.
Hmm.
But we'll let you cheat a little bit for now. Let you cheat just a little bit. Of course. That's double buffered on 8 cores. I can figure out what I'm doing wrong. 8 M's, 8 workers, 1,000 each. 8192 total M's. There you go, 2 million steps per second training. Try some basic stuff. Well, let's let this train and then let's see what it does. I want to see if the way it's playing it looks like it's doing something or not. Well, there's your
Well, that,
problem.
yeah, that's not right. Okay, well that's
It's bugged, and it found a way to exploit it. Because look at all the dots disappearing instantly.
huh.
We
Let me
try your
take a look
pure
at
C
that.
build.
It looked like the agent was still moving, it's just the graphic, like the visual wasn't updating.
Well, I can play it just fine. Come here, you tasty ghost. Wait, aren't you supposed to be faster than the ghost when you eat a pill?
I didn't really know how to do that with tile-based movement.
Oh, well, then you're never gonna eat them.
It's definitely harder to.
I mean, if they
It's
move out of the way just in time, right? Look, I can't get
they
him.
do.
Oh, he just, well, if he's gonna be stupid, then I can.
Yeah, they move randomly when they're scattering.
I can't beat this thing, can I? It's like really
Nope.
freaking hard to beat it when they are like that. Another stuck.
Yeah. No, that's the starting delay.
Well, now I'm
It
just
is
screwed.
hard. Maybe too hard.
Well, I mean, there was definitely with the eval, right? Let's see.
That didn't look like this. Yeah, that looked like some sort of bug.
Right, let's see if it's just if the let's see if the policies learn to glitch it or not. If I just do like this.
You know what that might be? That might be my interpolation logic glitched. Like maybe it's not interpolating, so the positions never change.
Seem to be. Now, let me check. Let's go through the checklist. Let's see if we can't get you a super awesome Pac-Man agent. We should 100% be able to train an agent that is better at this game than I am.
I think you might be right about making the ghost slower too, or
It's
like
when
maybe
they are.
they
It is when they are supposed to be slower. When they
are
when
frightened.
yeah, when they're like power pilled or whatever. And the way that you do it, it's you look at the MOBA. Um, the MOBA has a really nice system. We use the same sort of thing for GPU drive. It's a really good system. So you have a grid, your agent's on a grid, but the agent also has a continuous position. You just move it on the grid when it crosses tile bounds. It's really easy to render. It's ridiculously fast because you just have to check tiles, right? Especially if only one thing can occupy a tile. It's like incredibly easy to work with. Pretty good overall. $11 dots. Bro's a hacker. We're hacking from Pac-Man. Let me go get my hoodie and sunglasses because everyone codes in that. Yes, this Bob's count plus ghost times num ghost plus dot. That looks fine.
You know, it almost seems like as if the action isn't being updated because it just moves down during the
Well, I'm
eval.
looking at it. The single action space ought to be in int 32. Start actions. Right? Uh-oh. Gotcha. I gotcha. Well, your animation isn't being updated here either, but it's actually moving around now.
Yep.
Why does the animation not get updated? Is it because of that frame time thing, I wonder?
I think it's gotta be. Yeah.
So I fixed your env. You see this? Has to float to your int.
Yep.
Got him. You know why I found it that quickly? Because I did the same bloody thing yesterday. Oh, that's a little bit better, don't you think?
That's a whole lot better.
What's max score?
Should be the number of tiles plus. Let me double check. It's the number of tiles plus the number of power ups, but the power ups get a bonus points for those. I think 5 points per power up, and there's 4.
That doesn't track because it's over that.
It is over that.
You get points for ghosts.
Yes, you do get points for ghosts.
I would add like a power up seat and then ghost seat. Add a couple stats.
That still seems like that might not track. Like that might be too high. I'm not sure.
Let's see how good the agent is, though we're not going to be able to tell until I fix that eval thing on you.
We'll see if the dots go away at least. The goal definitely is get all the dots. I would consider that a solve.
So if we do that out of the box, you have not gotten this thing to solve out of to solve, have you?
I have, but not with the random starting position. And by
All right.
default, it's not random.
This would be first thing we tried, which I think will be to great credit of the new algorithm because there's no way this would have worked in 2.0.
Okay,
We kind of have like a ridiculously good reinforcement learning algorithm now for what it is.
nice,
Um, it has sorted out of the box 2 different clients' envs.
nice. That's awesome.
If there's anyone on YouTube here watching who's in industry, wants their reinforcement learning to actually work, let me know. We make it easy. uh,
No, it's going. That looks good.
okay, so
Oh, not.
the score is completely different than from what, because it's getting
It is,
200
yeah.
something.
Which is definitely not bad. Like that's way better than random.
Oh, this is about as well as I was doing, I think. So the question is, why is there a discrepancy between this score number, what's being logged? Oh, it ate. You can see it's eating ghosts. Does their animations change to
Hmm.
eaten?
Yep.
Its starting position is not being randomized.
No, by default it's not.
How do we do
There is
that?
an option to do that. Go in the trainer. There, it should be one of the things passed in from the Python side.
Randomized starting
So,
positions.
yep, that's for the player.
So
Does that need to be
yeah, I'm gonna try.
integer?
Yeah, I'm gonna try it like this if you don't mind.
That looks still just about. Well, no, the score is lower, but it's going up.
Well, to be fair, you there are way more really bad starting positions, I think, than like really good ones. If you start near the
That
ghost,
is
you're just
true.
screwed. Ghosts definitely need to move a bit slower when after you've eaten the pills, or I don't think the game is solvable otherwise.
Yeah, it might not be solvable all the time at least.
But we can see what this does.
It's definitely harder than actual Pac-Man if they don't slow down.
It's actually kind of insane how well this is working. I don't know how long you've been around reinforcement learning. This is not a thing that existed a few months ago. Like, to have a new environment of any substantial complexity, just like get something reasonable on the first training run is not a thing that used to happen.
Yeah. In seconds too. That's awesome.
Yeah. No, literally, like this run, 100 million, that would be like, I mean, that could be like too long to do overnight before. Like, there have legitimately been times where it's like, that would be like a 30, 40-hour training experiment back in my PhD.
Yeah. That's rough. I believe it though.
Solve this darn field. Okay, so is it randomizing it like once per env or something?
It should be per episode, different start.
Not getting randomized per episode, it looks like. Oh, no, it is. It's
No.
just the animation's not
Yeah.
updating.
Yep. I think it's
How do we fix that?
if you go to I've got a quick fix. If you just render them at their current position and like cut out that lerp logic, I think it'll work. You won't get the smooth animation, but you'll actually see where it is at least.
Just pause.
You could also set progress to 1, and that might work too.
See if this
Because
works
I think
first.
progress is staying at 0. That could be part of the problem.
Can fix the lerp. I like having the Pac-Man with the puffer as the Pac-Man. Invalid from vector 2 to I vector 2. Oh man,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
rough. I vector
May,
2.
might be the simplest thing is just set progress to 1. Like, see that float progress? I think that'll also effectively stop lerping if progress
Where
is
is it?
1.
Okay. Pack puff. There he is. Oh no. Wait, did he just go through the wall? I don't think he's
Yeah.
supposed to do that.
Well, I think the lerp stuff is still wrong.
Yeah.
It's like it's not lerping the one axis. Like it's one of the coordinates. It looked like he was doing like y-axis but not x-axis. Oh, hmm.
Did I miss one? What is this lerp supposed to be?
It it just like displays the position in between their last location and their current location based on the progress, like the percentage of time.
Yeah, I would just do it, man. I would just do it like pick a number of frames per step. Just do it fixed. Let me see if I can get that working for you real quick. Yeah, I think it's
Maybe
just
if you
gonna
set
be
it to
frame.
1 there, that would work.
I think I can do float progress frame. Um, Hang on, I've done this twice this week. Maybe this? Well,
That makes sense.
this kind of requires you to do.
Oh, I think I see the other issue though. Um, because it's updating the previous lerp position outside of the render function. That's the problem.
Where?
But you might be able to do like if frame equals 0, call the update lerp position. Like I think that's happening in the top level loop for the client.
Okay. If wait, update lerp. This thing?
Yeah, update interpolation. I can definitely fix all this stuff. Yeah,
I want to see the thing go.
I see I've done it in a bad way now.
I would
Um,
look at like the way that we do it in MOBA or in Neural MMO. As Neural MMO has tile based like animations. Can I just do this? Does this work?
I think if you do that, you'll definitely see it. Like it might not interpolate, but they'll be in the right places. Which will I think that's good enough.
Hey, Puffer.
Nice.
Yeah, he's trying, but it's freaking hard when they don't slow down.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be surprised if the M's beatable. I mean, like, actually, what do you do, right? Like, okay, like, what do I do here, right? Now they're coming for me. Right?
Yeah, I think you're done. Yep.
I can't even fucking eat any of them. Like, I can get a bunch of points here, probably.
But solving it is tough, yeah. I agree. It's probably too hard or impossible sometimes. Although I think if it's impossible, probably depends on,
I got 170. That was my best.
yeah.
But my best was about what the bot got.
I don't have a proof that it's not impossible. It might literally be impossible. Probably dependent on starting position though, if that's the case, and ghost delays and all that.
Yeah, it's very hard.
Uh,
It's reliant, I think the game is reliant on you being able to bait them to the power pills. Isn't there like here? Add.
yeah, that's not it. Maybe Miss Pac-Man?
Oh my god, that's so loud. I don't know how you mute the tab. What the hell? Bro could be
I do know that the like
Hey, Shivam.
The Atari version of Pac-Man was kind of garbage.
A lot of them
Um,
are. Oh, technically we probably have that, right? There probably is
yeah,
like a play mode that I have built in already that I just haven't bothered with. Like,
but the arcade rules were better. And then for Atari, Miss Pac-Man was but like more like the arcade rules.
MS underscore. There's just Pac-Man. Wait, can I just do this? UVVN. Ah, come on. Ah, darn, it doesn't render through the Docker. I do literally have the Atari version here, but oh, and it crashed my terminal. Good job.
Oof.
Let me push these fixes for you, and then I gotta go back to my lucrative career of being a fashion model, I guess. All right, there you go. So we have
Yeah, thanks.
I mean, yeah, we got your M printing. There used to be all sorts of stuff I had to show people with like, running sweeps and like tuning this and tuning that. And then I kind of just like added a better algorithm, and now like the thing just works.
Nice. It's awesome.
uh, so it's fun.
Very
So
cool.
I think if you can make the ghost look, I don't want to make you spend tons and tons of time on this because you sound like you're pretty busy, and there's also, if you want to do RL stuff, there's also tons of other stuff that you can do in here with different M's, and like, I want to keep stuff interesting for you. So if you want to do a bigger refactor, do a bigger refactor. If you want to do different RL, do different RL. But for this M, if you can at least just like get the interpolation that you already have to work, and maybe like I don't know if you can make the ghost be slower or like something, but they've got to be nerfed somehow while they're in power pill, like when you get the power pill, so that you can actually eat them. Because otherwise, I think that the whole point of Pac-Man is that you're supposed to be able to like eat a bunch of stuff and then bait them to the power pill, right?
Yeah. Yeah, totally. No,
Isn't that's
that's
how it works, right? Like if you like,
no,
I want to get
you're
the
right.
actual, I want to get the actual game because I haven't like played it. Why are they all so loud? Okay, I can mute it. Okay, is it just are the ghosts your same speed, or
they're
are
a
they?
little faster, but I think it depends on the level you're on.
Look at that. So it pauses. I eat freaking 3 of them, right? And now they're so much slower. Look at that. And I'm dead. But I also, you get 5 lives to complete this one level usually.
Hmm. I'm sure you would get it if it had multiple lives too. Doing it on one life with fast, scared ghosts is a lot harder.
Okay, so I just got the first stage with 2 lives, right? After having tried it several times on the other version. And then it's like, is it this? Does the level ever get harder, or is it just you do the same damn thing repeatedly?
It does get harder.
How?
The They stay frightened for less time, and they spend more time chasing you and less time in their corners. And then eventually the power pills I think don't do anything, which is where it's like late game.
And it's still solvable under those rules is interesting.
It is, but I think human players will memorize routes. Like there's specific strategies, like a specific path you take to beat the later levels.
There's a
And
strawberry.
I don't think people are just like playing like level 60 Pac-Man without knowing like exactly what they're doing.
I mean, you could pretty easily just add lives as well. It's like you literally already have the reset function broken out for it.
Hmm.
It's actually like mechanically kind of snappy. Okay, so yeah, it's definitely. Wait, what's this? Huh? Oh, it just gives you this weird animation. Why does it feel easier here? It's like, is the ghost AI different? It feels like more of the ghosts just don't care about me. But you said the AI is the same.
It is. The timing might be different. I'm not sure if I got that right. Like how long they stay in there. So they're definitely like in the corners there.
Oh, and it
Um,
like frame perfects me. Great. All right, cool. All right, well, congratulations on your first NFPR. If you can clean up a few things, I think that'll be a very nice addition. We like to have some of these classic arcade games. Let's see how it looks at the moment. I actually wasn't really even paying attention to how it looks. I was just kind of like trying to get it solved. do one very small thing. Well, do you mind if I tweak the base palette just a tiny bit? Leave the
Yeah,
ghosts
go for
alone?
it. Totally. You can tweak anything. It's your project.
Well, I like to be somewhat respectful, to the contributors. But what we do like to do is we have a palette, kind of draw things from this,
Gotcha.
and like here, let's just put this somewhere.
There should be a palette color that you could swap out. I think it's called palette color.
Oh yeah, we can do all of them. Colors. Draw rectangle. Okay, so this is the dot color, which is right now. Dots are yellowish, they're rectangles. Okay, let's try dot color. Puff white. And the power tile, red. And then let's try puff. Where are the tiles? Tiles that are like.
Those are from a tile set.
Oh, okay, so those are a fixed color.
There, yeah.
Fine. Get a reprieve on the cyan tile set. Yeah. It doesn't look good because the tiles have the black in them. I think.
That's
They're
fixable
they're
though.
not
Yeah, the wall
transparent.
tiles.
Hey Plasma. Yeah, I think it
Hey,
could actually look really cool if we just I don't have Is it one? It's one tile set image actually, right?
Yeah, it's one.
Right,
So
then
you could do like a fill.
go get this. We're doing some puffer modding.
okay. Okay.
Plasma.
I'm trying to get my policy to actually train correctly,
Ah,
but it's not.
well, we might be able to. We've debugged one env so far today. I can also give you the if you open the guide env, we've got lots of things.
Yeah, you made a new tutorial env.
Yeah, I'm trying to make things easier. It's tough.
Yeah. In the config, do you need to tell it specifically like the goal is it to like maximize or minimize the reward
You
or
don't need that except for sweeps.
ah
So for sweeps, you do need it.
because okay.
All right. So here's your tile set. What is with the lines on this thing? The lines. It's only used outside the lines, I guess.
Yeah, the lines are never sampled. They're not necessary, but you would have to change the some of the calculations if we took the lines out.
Where's the magic selection? Ah, I forget that the web version of Photoshop sucks. This is the one thing
Yeah,
I
just use
actually miss.
GIMP.
This is the one thing I miss about Windows is having actual desktop Photoshop is really nice. the one only bloody thing because their web tools suck.
Just use GIMP, dude.
It's also bad.
Yeah. Where's the
Where's the
tutorial
freaking
environment
wand
at?
tool?
One tool in
I know where this stuff is in but the web version sucks. Like supposed to be a wand tool on here that like I can just select black pixels. I literally, this is unusable. I don't know why I pay for this thing, because it sucks. It's a worthless software.
wow.
Not available anymore. Oh, okay, this is the same thing.
I mean, yeah, you missed a little.
Getting that
Mm-hmm.
patience out of one.
Oh.
I think we lost a corner there.
Did I?
Yeah.
Where?
Yeah,
Where? Oh,
it's the
Yep,
bottom
you're right.
middle.
right. Yeah.
Literally can't cancel the selection. Up.
Like left?
Yeah, they're just their
Oh.
tool just sucks. All right, I don't know what to tell you. Like selecting the purple for no reason.
Yeah, that's really weird. Still, like, what?
This makes no
I
sense.
think it's, if you get rid of the purple, I don't think there's
Yeah.
any downside to that. Like, it's not used.
Like crazy how bad this software has gotten. Like every day we stray further from whatever.
You start sounding like Jonathan Blow.
Yeah. Usually has good software takes. And they're kind of obvious software takes at this point, though. Like, I don't know. I've gotten to the point where it's like it's all kind of obvious. And it's just like I spend more time cleaning up like external problems of like random shit I spend fixing my own problems.
Python setup
Fucking-
tools.
Fucking Python devs, I swear they're all shit. None of them can code. Not a single one can code. Alright? And it's like, I say this having literally written Python for 10 years. And it's like, ah. I disagree. Let's see, you want me to review your code, Wes? You want your code reviewed? I'm not exactly charitable. These hands are rated E for everyone. Alright. Specifically the backhand. Alright, we're gonna just do the it's so crazy to me that it's literally easier to do the rectangular marquee. Look, it's amazing. I can select the pixels I want manually and it's literally faster. Wait, can I just do this?
Oh, I think you deleted one of the corners there.
Wait, did I?
Oh, yep.
No, yeah, right.
Where?
No, I
The
think
bottom
bottom.
left.
Yeah,
Was there a corner there?
there
Ah,
was.
yeah.
God damn it.
It's the same as all the other corners
We'll just
though.
draw
Like
it back. Can we draw it
Oh my
back?
god.
you could just take one of the other corners and rotate it, and it's
Yeah, I don't know how to
identical.
do that, so we're just gonna do it this way. Wait, the brush doesn't fucking work.
Just use the generative AI fill.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm just vibe draw.
It literally says, "What do you want to generate?" It doesn't like. It's not content aware or anything. It's just like.
Yeah, no. It's as dumb as they get. Telling you, GIMP would have already been done.
It tries to paste. I don't know, man. It's.
I
I
mean,
don't
you
know.
could add some smoke to this. That could be kind of cool.
I have brush hardness.
What is that G there?
Yeah, but now we have text on the tile map.
What? Damn it, Photoshop. Somebody's
Oh my
gonna just have
goodness,
to
what's
do this, I
happening?
think, and can I just like, is there even a bucket tool? Where the fuck is the bucket tool?
I think they removed that one too.
Oh no, here it is. So
Oh,
like,
okay.
so it's, was it? Um, why does it cancel my selection? Okay. So, they kept the shortcuts the same at least. So like, I can just do this.
I wouldn't even worry about the stuff in between. You can go over that. Like, that's just a visual guide.
I don't know why the fuck I'm doing this in the first place. Like Photoshop. Web. Bed.
That's not used. No, actually, it might be. I forget. I think that part is used, yeah.
Practice these clicks.
You might be able to use the bucket tool even if it's not selected.
Doubt it. Like, give me like ghost fill is bullshit. Surely the most efficient way is to select pixels one at a time in the fucking web version of Photoshop.
It's
Surely.
actually editing the binary manually. That's the most
You
efficient.
know, it wouldn't be that much slower at this point. Okay, now this is the hard one. No. This? Think? Oh man, I'm gonna have to copy the last one, I think. How do we copy? Copy. Oh.
Okay.
Nice, that looks good.
Eh.
Almost.
Can I get it?
Nice.
Nice. Now that background. Um.
Transparent.
What about the one at the bottom left? Is that transparent too, or am I? Yeah.
I think
Probably
so.
is. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, looks like.
Okay, let's see if this actually does anything after all that. Oh, that looks like Puffer Pac-Man to me.
Nice.
I'm actually
Now
proud of
that
that.
looks like it. Yeah. That's
I'm
good.
actually proud of that.
That's good.
Very cool. Just need to get the interpolations working the right way.
Puffer.
And we're
Yeah, I gotta get your interps, but I did, I think that's pretty solid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm happy with that. There you are. So I contributed. We also add the other colors, the background color. We like to try to keep everything just slightly puffer themed.
Nice.
And yeah, that'll be cool. So I think if you fix the interpolation and you do it without timing, if you do it like based on frame or whatever, it will also be able to just be way easier to toss on the website.
Sweet.
Because what I would like to do, my goal is I would like to have everybody's new M's. I don't know what the heck happened here. Oh no, this is fine. It's just that there are only a few tiles left. I want to have everybody's M's on here. I think by current count we should have 22 environments for the release.
Nice.
Nice.
It should be good. Hey, we have 9 people online. Welcome everyone. This is open source, ultra hyper free enforcement learning stuff. Come build some environments with us. What time is it? 9?
Mm-hmm.
I still have to launch a couple quicks. This other new one I think is also going to be really nice. This target. I want to do way more with stuff that looks like this. Oh yeah, also the C doesn't work perfectly. This is supposed to be the policy loaded into C. And it like kind of works, but I think that there's some small errors. Because the PyTorch version's way better.
Are there any numerical precision differences between Torch
Probably.
and C?
There's probably I screwed or I screwed something else up, right? Yeah. I just screwed something up for sure.
All right, I think I'm gonna hop off, but I
Thank
can
you
work
very
on
much
those
for the
things we
end.
talked
Yeah,
about.
if you get those things in, that'll be great, and I will be very happy to have Pac-Man and Puffer.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, have a good one.
Yeah.
See ya.
Let me make sure I can actually run this thing,
Mm-hmm.
Plasma, and then we will take a look at your
Sure.
env. Ah, I see what happened. I'm gonna keep watching this on the side, and let's take a quick look at your env.
Sure. Basically, what I'm trying to do is I turned on only the reward for like I made it so that you can adjust the reward parameters um, here. So these are the reward
Oh,
parameters that
you're
you
streaming.
can
Hang on, let
tune.
me
You know,
get your env working.
I hope so. Basically, I have these tunable parameters, and right now I'm basically I only turned on the one that discourages it from going into the corners. And for some reason, like most policies I train, but basically like every one of them Love the quarter. And I also like switch to recurrent because it works now.
Okay.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
if you PR like an initial version, I can just like fiddle with it and I
yeah.
can see.
Here. I think I pushed everything. Wait, let me. Yeah.
Is it Scython or binding?
Normal the C binding, the new
Good.
one.
That's nice. That's less work for me.
Mm-hmm.
I've done enough work, Lord knows.
Okay. It should be up on my. Let me make sure. I think it should be up on my draft. Good. I mean, sure. Yeah, it should be. Yeah, it should be good now. Yeah. If you look at my
Ones.
like in progress PR, yeah. Take your time.
Oh yeah, you have PR. This one? U10?
Boyd's in progress. That one, yeah.
Oids.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, let's actually look at your codes. New PRs. 2. This is 4096, right? Yeah. That's correct. Well, I can't get their env to work, and that's not my fault if they env code.
Is all everything good? And but yeah.
Oh, I know how we're gonna fix this. Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure. Okay.
Should I copy that?
No, you're fine. Let me just. We have okay, 300 line files is really pretty.
Yeah, a lot of it is just constants, structs.
Yeah, you should take a look at the new target code as well as a reference. I made it really
Mm-hmm.
clean.
Yeah. I still have some like stuff I probably should just like remove or something like that, but
You're like the thing is, it's gonna always be worse when you're like deving and confused on how to get the thing to train. So
mm-hmm.
like, let me help you with that, and then you can clean it up. I would like to have this. I
Exactly.
would like to have this one clean because I actually want to do more particle-based stuff, and this is like really nice reference.
Yeah, particle base will be really cool. It'll be really cool
We
to
can do a
do
lot with that.
what you did with the target, but for continuous,
It is
which I'm guessing
continuous.
that one looked. It is. It
It is.
looked
The actions aren't
interesting.
continuous, but the only reason the actions are discretized, but the state is continuous.
By state, what do you mean?
The position is
Like the
continuous. Yeah,
positions?
there's no
Okay.
grid.
Yeah, I see. Well, I guess the actions, because it looked like the actions were very,
So
they weren't very like
only
smooth.
reason that they're discretized is
Mhm.
because we have continuous actions. They seem way worse to train.
Yeah, I have continuous actions.
Oh, yeah, that's why. Why don't I just merge this, fix it, and then I'll give you a full code review when you're ready to actually submit the code, eh? Is that okay?
What do you mean? Like, oh, like you wanna like?
So why don't I help you? Why don't I spend the time getting this to train with you tonight? So I'll merge it, and then when you're ready to like have the final version, I'll do a full code review for you.
Ah, okay.
That
So
sound good?
like,
'Cause
so
I give
okay. So
everyone a
now
full
we
code review. I do a full code review for everyone when they submit an env. So what I'm saying is that I'll still do that, but why don't I
right.
just help you get it to work for now?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
That sounds good.
Fuck.
Hmm.
There. There we go. Just like that, we've got 2 new M's.
Well, not working yet though.
Well, you gotta overflow immediately.
Ooh.
You happen to dev on a Mac that doesn't have address sanitizer?
No, I'm on Linux right now.
Huh.
And by that, wait, did you just use the puffer train?
No, just the C script.
Ah, okay. Well, the C script actually worked on my Mac, but maybe, well, I haven't tried it on here. Let me see.
Well, if I compile it fast,
Scripts.
so it works in fast mode, but you do have a memory error.
Okay, I need to then fix that. Voids local add log unused function. I don't have add log. Oh, I do.
Current index.
Cool. Oh, let me see. Voids. Oh, yep, I'm getting it now too. Yeah, let me see. Over. Or yeah, I'll need to fix that. Okay. See.
These observations. Yeah, these observations are wrong. Oh no, hang on. Voids times. Oh, well, here it is. I found it.
Ah. Yeah, change that to number. Yeah, that was probably the overflow. Yeah, you can remove that add log too. I'm not using that one. I don't know why I didn't add it. Yeah, remove that. Just
Okay.
nothing in it. Yeah.
Let me just for fun.
Mm-hmm. Mm. Uh. mm,
Okay, so this is exactly what I expected. Watch this KL.
KL. You mean a prox KL?
Well, it blew up for a second, and then it actually didn't. But you're on 0 score. Then
Well, yeah, yeah. So only what gets logged right now for the user is N and score, because I have no idea what the others actually mean. Like what I should do with them. So I just am zeroing them now.
okay. So can I
But
let me mess with
yeah.
some stuff here? So action space size it's 2, and then what is the what are the actions supposed to be between 0 and 1 or something?
It's between like -1 and 1 or something.
Okay, and then what does it represent? Is it like Vx, Vy, or something?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, easy. So then all we have to do for that is
Bless you, man.
man. Flattened action says.
Hmm.
Thing.
So what did you do now? Did you make the
Well,
actions
I just
with
discretized. I just discretized the actions.
uh
Um, but you're not
and
getting
it
any
still wasn't
score.
able to train. Well, score, basically score right now, the user logged score is average reward of all the voids.
And not that, right?
Yeah, that's the exact opposite of what it should do. Yeah, because right now, if you kept the config the same, I basically only turned on the corners. So basically, the way this agent gets negative reward is by going to the corners.
Oh, what are the observations?
The observations are the x, y, vx, vy.
Oh, that's realized.
Oh, really?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, good
And what
point.
is it? Is it like size? What's is the map size? They're like
Map size? Yes, there is width and height.
it's in the client. Is it in the env?
I don't think so, no.
How do you do bounce detection in the env?
In the env, in the step, I have, uh, yeah, well, that's the thing. The,
Width right here, right? This like
it's,
capital width.
yep, it's the constants.
Fine. All right, so we'll
Yeah,
do
I can, it's probably better. I should probably have width and
their
height.
max velocity.
Yes. I
Velocity
think
cap.
it's called velocity cap, exactly. Right now it's 3, but again,
Okay.
we can do that.
We're gonna see if I can magically solve all your problems today.
Mm-hmm.
I'm usually quite decent at that.
So why, I guess, what's the logic behind, um, I guess, normalizing observations?
Neural nets don't
Is
like
it
big numbers.
because, is it
That's
like,
seriously it. It's neural nets don't like big numbers.
right? So you normalize it just because it goes into the neural net as an input.
Hmm?
And I guess if it was just, for the like just for the env's logics
Wouldn't
or
matter.
the it doesn't matter exactly. Okay, yeah.
That looks rather
Okay.
different, doesn't it?
That looks really good.
That's very
Okay,
different from what you've had, huh?
100%. Okay, so you
Took me
only
2 fixes.
so you normalized observations,
And I
right?
discretized your actions. Though we can try it with continuous, but from my initial my tests on other environments, continuous has looked not so good.
Can we just try it and see how it looks?
We can.
But yeah, that looks good. That looks really good. Well, and I guess what do you think then of, I guess, so is there a plan to make continuous actions good?
Well, the thing is, I don't necessarily know it's a bug in Puffer. It could just be that it's fucking hard to learn.
Hmm. Are there any research papers talking about discrete versus continuous actions?
Well, we kind of know that continuous is a total mess, and this is a good chance that this is why. And I also know that there are researchers who prefer not using continuous. That said, this looks like it's learned just fine in this case.
Well, yeah, let's see. Let's see.
This is learned just fine with, I believe this is
The
continuous.
score looks good.
This is totally fine. So,
Well,
uh,
let's see the eval of it, maybe.
I mean, it's really on longer runs. What happens is just very unstable. What I've seen. Okay, so there's some
Okay, let's
voids.
see. Okay, yeah, yes. Okay,
They're
so it is
vibing, you know.
working.
They're vibing.
Yeah,
So it was
nice.
literally just your data norm. I should add that to
Yeah,
the
it was just
guide.
my observations. Yeah,
Let me just do that
yeah,
real quick.
yeah. Okay, that makes sense. That totally makes sense. I totally forgot about observation normalization. Oh, do you have it there? Oh no.
No, this is the new guide I'm writing.
Oh, I thought you had it in there and you were gonna be like, just read the docs, please. Read the damn manual.
Oh, actually, I did add it to the recent one. Oh, I do
Mhm.
have it here. I actually already had it in the new guide,
Uh,
but this isn't pushed yet. But
normalized
I did actually
observation.
write that as part of the checklist.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go.
That's smart.
I'm predicting your errors.
Yeah. I guess now let's turn on all the.
Yeah, how do I do it? Is it just in the config?
It's in ini. It's just in the ini file. Yeah. I made it so that we can sweep them later. So these factors, you can put them to whatever you want. Yeah.
Well, they don't like that.
What?
The
Oh, yeah.
words.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. Well, it's a lot more. Actually, yeah. Your normalization, your reward normalization is off now. So yes, it's not gonna work.
Is the reward norm
Um.
off?
Yeah. Now it is because
Well,
it's not dynamically normalized. It just I just divided by 2 in that
well,
case. So you
if
can
it's a max
probably
of 4, that's fine. Oh, but look, these all went
no.
to Nan. That's bad.
Yeah. Probably exploded because um the other rewards are more than 4. They're like yeah. You probably
We clip.
hmm,
You shouldn't be able to break our train that easily. Okay, we'll try a few different things. I'll show you. And to just do some experiment food today.
mhm.
All right, so this is no good, yeah. Says them's not the puffers.
Yeah, they're not puffering.
Them not the puffers, you know. So this avoid one's probably pretty easy.
Yeah. That just means they should be just running away from each other scared like they seen a demon.
Is max 0?
Yes. That's that. Yeah. With this one, yes. The only one I add to is the margins reward. I'm thinking like I was going through this and thinking of how I can add it so that I don't just penalize, I also incentivize. Whoa, okay.
They don't seem to be avoiding each other, so that reward
Yeah,
doesn't seem to be. I wouldn't
working well.
expect that to be 0.
Hmm.
They're puffering.
Well, kind of, yeah. Um, hmm. So that one is kind of very simple. Um, I just basically calculate if they're in the protected zone, how far away they are from the void, like how close they are to the edge of the protected zone, and I kind of
Oh,
calculate.
that's not
It's
avoiding
this one.
each. Okay, so that's just. What's Okay, we have to actually figure out what are some intuitive ones that we like know what it should do.
I mean, yeah, protected one is pretty intuitive in the sense of like
This is
um
avoiding the edge, I guess, right?
no, no so the margin is the one that avoids the edge. The avoid factor avoids each other. They like try to avoid
Okay,
each
they're not doing
other.
that, right?
Yes, that's the issue. So hmm. So right now I'm only penalizing them based on if they are in the protected zone or not.
What's the protected zone?
It's you see how you have the so the reward is
Oh, I
calculated
see. Yeah,
in
so it's
the
just the number. It's
this
the
is
number of
less than
voids that are
protected
too close.
range.
It's just the number
Yeah.
of voids that are too close to you. Okay, so here, this is what
Well,
we'll do.
it's yeah. But I'm also calculating. I'm calculating how close they are to the edge, and the closer they are, the less penalized
They can't see
they
each
get.
other, right? Or can they see each other? They can't see each other.
Well, what do you? Well, they do. I mean, they kind of the policy sees all of them, and
No, it doesn't.
they the policy sees the observations of. Oh, you're saying? Are you saying that? Okay,
They literally,
maybe
yeah,
I was wrong.
they can't see each other.
So is the observations array just means that the it's not just one policy. It's not just like one input to one policy. It's each one of those x, y, v, x, v, y,
So
a
this is,
different.
so this here, so this Boyd's index, this data here is what the first Boyd will see. And then on
Right.
index 1, that's what the second Boyd will see.
I see. Okay. That's not what I had in mind. What I
Yeah.
had in mind is to basically have one network seeing everything and managing everything.
Well, you can do that.
If that would that just mean I just basically flatten the array?
Well, what you would do here, no, you need to do another loop. And we can do it real quick.
Okay. So w- okay. Okay. Hmm. Oh, you're just gonna okay.
Reward is affected by their puffers. Observations need to be and are not yet. This is what we're going to do.
Difference. Well, they just I don't think see each other.
They
Like
will in a second.
they don't observe each other, but now hopefully they do. The reward though is affected by the other puffers because the reward is basically calculating for each puffer. It's looking at all the other puffers and calculating the reward.
This might be hard for it to learn. We will see.
Mm-hmm.
It's the first pass. Now we have to actually do like obs. Guess I can.
Oh yeah, you need to malloc it correctly.
I
Or
guess I can
calloc it.
do.
Uh,
Okay, we do this.
yeah, and then you do the same thing when you well. I guess we don't need to allocate them because we're passing them from the Python, so we're
We'll fix
good.
the C after. I just
Yeah,
want
no.
to. I want to get you something that actually works.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing is the score doesn't seem to be computed well.
The score is basically the average reward. So that's yeah, you have the current reward for each step, for each like iteration, and then the okay.
It's in pixels, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, 2 is nothing.
Well, I guess.
There we go.
Okay, yeah. Here we go.
I don't know if it's gonna train.
Mm-hmm. We'll see. And we can probably, you know, we can
That's gonna be hard.
maybe we can increase the screen range and then have them like the screen size
Oh, there's
and
so
then,
much stuff we can do here, man.
you know. Oh, and those margin, turn factor, centering factor, all those stuff you can delete because we're getting them from the config. So all those define factors, pound define factors, you can totally remove.
The factors. Oh, okay.
So the define margin turn factor, that one you can remove all those because they're gotten from the from the voids in dot ini. Yep. Yeah, those lines can be formatted better. Okay.
Because everything is just moving too slow.
What do you mean?
It's really hard to learn if
Oh,
it takes
oh,
a million frames to do anything.
so you're saying,
Yes, there you go. See,
so you're
immediately
just
I just made it learn
making,
better by just making everything go faster.
and you mean by like the voids having the control to go faster?
Okay, so let's see what this looks like.
Then you can probably remove the cap, like you can increase the caps.
I did.
Oh, you did? Oh, okay. Let's see. Whoa.
That's pretty
Whoa,
freaking
okay.
cool, right?
Yeah. They're trying to avoid each other. I can kind of see that. Yeah. Damn, they're going fast though. That's kind of
It's cool, right?
um yeah, it's very chaotic. But yeah, it's cool.
You pass these
hmm.
heights in. You don't, right?
Oh yeah, I can make them configurable.
You don't
Doesn't
have to.
matter.
I just wanted to.
It's because you don't want to have to build over and over, you know. That's the power of having a lot of these variables configurable, like in the
Well, this is just my
config
build
file.
system's just stupid. It should literally take 4 seconds. It should take like 3 seconds to build or
Well,
less.
right now you're just building a lot of environments. So,
You should just be able to build the one.
hmm like make it so that it's kind of like make where if nothing changed, don't compile it.
That should just be C cache. It's fine.
Yeah. if you want to look at the
Hang on, this is protected divided by.
well,
Hang on, how does this make sense?
it's just the average. It's just so the average since I'm only wait.
Yeah, let me. Looks wrong. Let me try something.
Right, no. You can remove the absolute value. What? No, so the protected distance sum is like it's a little more complicated than just who is inside the protected range versus who is not. It's not like a binary, it's continuous. I made it so that
I see.
yeah.
So like, yeah, because this is on 0.
So it's like if a lot of the voids are in the protected range but are in like the edges of it in the perimeter, um it won't I guess
So this doesn't.
like punish you as much. So if that makes sense, like the farther away a void is from basically the closer one another void is to the current void, the higher the punishment, the
Yeah.
further away it is from it, but it can still be in the protected range. Of course, it's
Yeah.
gonna get punished less.
I'm confused
So it's
why I have
just
0 score here from this.
it's I don't know. That's maybe you have no protected count, which I can see as the only way. I don't know. It's probably gonna be random, I think. Oh yeah, okay.
No, that's the opposite. They're all grouped up.
Yeah,
So protected count. If dist is less than
minus.
protected range, this gets incremented. Wait, dist?
Well, that one, yeah, but this sum is.
I'm confused. Shouldn't this be? They should be getting negative a ton of reward.
So yes, I do punish them if you take a look at that. That's a minus equal. Oh well,
Yeah,
you can make it.
I'm trying it. Thing.
Yeah, you can make
No,
it
it
so
doesn't seem. I'm
it
seeing
rewards
0
them
score
for.
either way. Oh, is it just not getting logged?
I
It should
think
be
there's
getting
just no.
logged.
It was logging before. I don't know. No, I think should be getting logged. I don't know. Yeah, this is probably going to be the same result.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so then this has to be 0. This protected count.
Yeah, I think you just. I think the range is just not high enough.
The range
Maybe.
is. I set your range to 50.
Okay. Ah. Yeah. Oh. Okay. I think I know why. So well, the well, so you know how kind of each void the point of it, the x of and y of it is not in the center, it's in the top left. Um, that might be hmm, that might be a reason, but I don't know. I why is I mean, you can take manual control over them during eval, and you can print the reward and see what it is. But
I have an idea.
hmm
Okay, I thought that would be it.
yeah, I think you're just not getting interested.
Did I rebuild it? Yeah, I did.
Maybe not. You did. Okay. I mean,
Logging is broken. How is logging broken, Bet?
Well, logging is broken because they're all zeros. It's never all zeros. Usually there's.
I don't think it's. I think it's the calc itself that's broken.
well, yeah, it's not logging broken. I made them all zeros besides score. Score and n are the only ones I put stuff into.
Eh?
Yeah,
That's
for
confusing.
now. Well, those I can remove them. I just didn't remove them. I was just in the middle of things, you know. It is confusing, but
I'll quote myself. The hardest part about making an environment is getting it to actually work.
Well, I've gotten a few environments working in the last day or so, Bet.
Oh, God, yes. Yeah, I would hope so, Joseph.
okay. No, there are protected count. Why is it not? Oh.
That was more for plasma versus for you.
Mhm. Yeah. So the way score gets calculated is just.
I bet you this avoid
rewards.
factor isn't getting set.
Probably. I just start logging stuff at this point.
Void factor.
Just printing everything, and you'll find it.
Yeah, I guarantee it.
A person. No, I
Yeah.
Weston.
From all the YouTube folks. This is
Weston.
live RL debugging. You too can do live RL debugging at 9:51 p.m. if you submit some interesting code to PufferLib.
Yeah, I still got a long way to go with these, but
It takes time.
mhm,
All right, so what?
I'm learning a lot. Yeah, now score is still 0, so
What do you do with score?
score I just set it to the reward that is calculated on the 3 lines above it. So the n's rewards current index equals current void reward divided by 2. I just set it to that.
And current void reward is what? I see. It's a complex calculation.
No, really. No, it's just average. Score is just average, if that's what you're talking about.
Maybe we should print current void reward.
Oh, you have this as some like dumb cast or some ridiculous thing happening here is my guess.
Oh, numboids is unsigned, so
Does that get
Not
promoted?
anymore.
No, it's still 0.
I don't think.
Oh, wait.
yes.
No, there's the
Negative
first.
0 now.
Oh,
Plot.
okay. So that might have been it.
The plot thickens.
Yeah.
That definitely is telling. It's something to do with current void reward or with that particular cast. If one of your logging things gets recast as something.
Okay, at least the score now is working. Let's see if it learns.
How do we
And this is continuous actions, right?
No, I have it on discrete.
Okay.
That'll be a
So
different
that
day.
I checked the cart pull. So with your args, it still trains. It's not that I broke continuous actions. It's just that
Okay.
they've always been worse than discrete, and because of the new optimizer changes, our new optimizer like is able to get really aggressive hyperparams for discrete and multi-discrete, but for whatever reason you can't for continuous.
Oh, okay. Well,
So it's more subtle than just I screwed something up, I think.
okay. Good to know. The main issue with continuous was that we would just hit hard torch errors. That was the
No, I
main
fixed that.
issue.
It's
Okay,
numerically
great.
unstable.
Okay, well, yeah. Thank you for telling me before I instead of saying, "Oh yeah, it's fixed," but knowing secretly that it's probably not going to work. So does it work with like Atom or something?
I tried that and no, I still couldn't get it to work with our aggressive parameters.
Oh,
With very like cart pull is stable enough to solve it in continuous, you can solve. If you just take muon and lower the learning rate, it'll be stable for long enough to solve it, but it will eventually explode. And I've seen that pretty
oh,
consistently across everything.
oh, interesting. Exploding bad. That's because it worked really well before,
No, it didn't. I checked your thing, and it was
and
just
it
because
wasn't.
of your params. Like if you set more aggressive params, it doesn't.
Whoa, there you go.
Okay,
That looks more like
they're
what?
doing something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That looks about
The
right.
puffer sim.
There you go. That's kind of like reminds me of bingo almost.
They like to puff around.
Well, yeah.
Pick a puffer.
Like a puffer, any puffer.
Oh, Puff 63. Puff 63.
Now, okay. Maybe can you try it
Well,
with
this reward doesn't make sense to me still. It's like the
which one?
magnitude's off.
Oh, okay. So, well, I can kind of
Does
explain
this
it.
get
This is kind
normalized
of
or
what I was
anything?
going.
Like,
The
I was about
rewards?
to ask, is it normalized?
because like this thing is like, if I just take this protected
Yeah.
count, this should be.
It's divided by 2. That's normalization.
I mean, there should be a lot of puffers up in your grill, right? Like, why is it so low?
What is this one?
This is
Hmm.
all puffers within. Maybe this is just too low. 100.
So,
Let's see how many if we have 100 puffers. Nah.
oh yeah.
There's just no way. Like I've gotten really cool results with this type of a thing before, with my grid M's. Like I've gotten grid M's where all the agents like perfectly spread out. You can do it. Upper voids. Never. That score's just way too low.
Well, remember, it's only negatives. I'm only giving it punishments. There's no, at least for this specific
Check my intuition.
calculation.
But then this should be like 60 or 32, I think. Yeah, no, this is wrong. Wait, what? Oh. Who did CPR so I can yell at him? That's M1000. Doesn't train yet. if you're reading that code as a reference, Weston, I would highly suggest you read. Actually, why don't you go beta test my new tutorial?
Is it PR'd anywhere?
Check.
I was going to ask if there's anything I can do to help with the release, but I think I will do that then. Sounds like it's right up my alley. I should be able to do that in an hour, right?
Which the CPR?
Beta testing the new tutorial. which
Well, I mean,
Oh.
it's just basically reading it and see if you like it.
Oh, okay, yeah, I can definitely do that in an hour.
You just have to open the HTML as well.
That's all right. I'm not afraid of HTML.
Yeah. You just open dev. You just have to load this somewhere.
All right, got it.
Yeah.
Will do. Easy.
And it's only the environment docs bet. The rest of it's not done. But there's like an
Okay.
environment tutorial.
I'll only critique the stuff that's actually done. Let's load it up here. Did you merge the vector fix? That guy
No,
vector fix?
I've not merged that yet.
I've
No
only
requirement.
tested it with non puffer evs, but it works fine with non puffer evs, and it does fix a
Gotta puff up.
it does fix a puff up, if you will.
Gotta puff up.
I was able to reproduce the puff up by changing
Puffin.
that guy's script. He's got a script. Do you have the script, by the way?
Yep, we can hear you.
Okay, my mic was broken. I fixed it again.
Congrats.
Who that?
Weston. It's
Weston.
Oh, hey, man.
Okay, so what did you need me to do?
Oh, I said, if you're looking for, I mean, you've been trying to make M's lately, right? So, like, if you want to, check out, I made a very nice tutorial for it, basically. As part of the
That's
new
a bit rare.
docs.
I'll link it to you, Weston.
I mean, how's this look to you? Like, how's this target env look to you? Like, you can learn to, well, I guess it's better in PyTorch, hang on.
Oh, I saw that on.
Yeah, I think you've seen it on this stream, right?
Yes.
You can learn
yeah.
to make that environment, though. It's like 200 lines
Yeah.
of code.
Yeah. Nice.
And it's nicely commented and everything.
Comments. Very well.
Oh yeah, nice.
And
Docs.html.
and there's actually there's some commentary and stuff in it's just HTML for now, but the new doc page. You can get it on the dev branch of Puffer, the Puffer.ai repo.
Okay.
So what I'm trying to figure out why is this protected region is so like ridiculous.
I
like,
mean,
what
are you having a hard
words.
time understanding?
Current. Wait.
DM'd you with.
Oh, I see it.
Okay. Nice.
Hell. Yeah, this is indented wrong, man.
What?
What?
That's C though.
Yeah, but this is like that.
Oh well, if it's missing a bracket, that's different. Yeah.
What?
I know Kung Fu.
What?
How did? Well, I mean, I told
sorry,
you
what?
guys about formatting.
You just took it out of the for loop.
Wait, maybe I'm wrong then.
Well, you do have a set. I can't even see the beginning of that.
Maybe
That
I'm wrong.
bracket, Joseph. I mean,
Maybe the Kung Fu is
tried to
on.
pull something impressive.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
cooked
hang
too
on.
much. You
Wait a
overcooked.
minute, hang on. Look, I've been
Winter
cooking. I've been
disguised.
cooking all day. I might have overcooked a little bit. All right. I've been doing fucking dumbass debugging all day. All right. We might have overcooked a little bit.
It must be a missing bracket.
I can tell you that there's a bug, but before I can tell you what the bug is,
Yeah.
okay?
Oh. So what I guess are you having trouble understanding.
This count variable should be like, this should be 64, like this score, and it's not 64.
Oh, it's not 64 because not all
I
all
set the range
voids
to
are in the
1,000.
protected range.
Well, I had this set to 1,000. I don't know where it went. Maybe I just didn't freaking compile it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, now it should be 64. You're right.
Oh man, this is so stupid.
But we did get some like cool stuff with the
Yeah, no, see, no, I am
avoid,
right.
with
Look,
the
it's
avoid.
negative 0.4.
Okay, wait. So actually, so you're no, it should be 1 because
Right?
it should. Well, actually,
Be like 32 because you divide by 2,
no.
right?
Oh, right. Yeah, you have the normalization, which divides it by 2. And then you add that 32, and then you all at the end divided by 32. Yeah, so it should be negative 32 if you have it as like just basically the current void reward, like for the protected stuff, is just protected count, right? Or do you have it as? Yeah, you just have protected count. Oh, so protected. Yeah, that should be. Okay, why is it 418? What?
Update models up high. Wait. You PR'd this? This isn't PR'd yet. This Boyd's?
What?
Initial PR.
Oh, that one. What the hell? Why isn't it here? Oh, it's been closed. No?
Okay, this is
You put 63. Okay. Was it 63? Oh, right. Yeah, it makes sense why it's 63. Okay.
use INDX for index. That is maniacal.
Well, I don't know. For me,
My
it makes
guy.
sense, but do you
I-
use IDX?
You can't IND. What is that?
Or just like I?
What are those? My guy. What are those?
I can, yeah, that's fine. I can change it to like IDX or
Well,
I
what is
if you
that?
want, whatever you want.
What happened?
No, I use for index. I use INDX.
So you're telling me that that was not an LLM, that was you, your personal choice?
Yeah,
Oh my god.
I mean, I feel like an LLM would just do I.
yeah.
Oh, it'll do whatever.
Yeah, my
it feels
guy.
like.
Oh,
Sometimes
this I didn't see this line right here. Duh.
Oh, the averaging, yeah.
I didn't see that line. That's why I've been confused the last 15 minutes.
Ha.
I've
It
been
was
writing
staring
code
at
all
you.
day.
Yeah.
All right, I've been writing
Blindness,
code
the
all
modern day
day.
dev's worst nightmare.
view file.
When I write the code's simple, it's clean, all right?
Whoa. Whoa, there's a video
Except
on
when
here?
it's not.
We don't talk about when it's not.
We don't talk about that.
Where am I? What did I do? How did I get here? I'm on the wrong version. I was looking at my version of the dev branch from my fork instead of yours for the last 10 minutes.
That'll do
I'm
it.
an idiot.
I don't understand. I literally DM'd you the HTML file.
I hadn't looked at that. That wasn't what I was talking about. I haven't looked at that yet. But
All right,
that
this
wasn't what I was
actually
talking about.
learned something with really stupidly scaled rewards.
What did I do?
Yeah, you need.
There you go.
There's no more min-max normalization now. It's just division by whatever.
Probably gonna look
Now
pretty
the
similar.
CPR Pi script is like anti every single puffer format standard.
Yes, fix that freaking end, my guy. Ugh. There's only so much I can do without literally rewriting everyone's code. All right. I try to
Yeah,
get. I try to show. I try to show people the way. I try to lead people to the simple code that doesn't drive you insane. I can only do so much.
You can lead the donkey to the well, but you can't make it drink.
It's,
Oh,
we
I
we
can
don't
make the
force
donkey
water.
drink. I just can't like prevent it from jumping back in the. You know what it feels like? We're. Oh yeah, this freaking thing.
Oh yeah.
This
I
is
haven't seen
this
that.
is
I haven't
literally
seen
me
Yeah.
trying to help freaking researchers. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
That's what it feels like making tools for researchers. All right. It's like, oh, 5 million steps per second. Thunk 5 steps per second.
that.
All right, that's what it feels like.
Oh,
This is
God.
why I do a lot of my own stuff these days. You no appreciation around here. Speaking of which, if you appreciate the puffer, star the repo. What are you doing? You're watching this? Come on, star the repo. It helps us out.
Stars equals
It's
Star
free.
the puffer.
It's free. Star the puffer. The puffer eats stars. We're at 2045 stars.
You should make it so that the puffer gets bigger as more
I've
stars.
been thinking about that.
I think it's too small to notice, though. Unfortunately, at
Big.
this time.
Yeah, it is.
Big puffer. Oh man, there's so many dumb things I've thought of to do with the puffer, but it's just like it's a waste of time compared to doing
Yeah,
any
it
actual
is.
work. I've been like, okay,
100%.
so what I could do is I could foam cast some molds, right? So you get like foam molds, right? And then I use that, I paint that up, and I put it as a shell around a drone. Okay, and then I just have flying
Oh,
puffer.
yes. Dude, run that on. Dude, imagine Boyd on drones.
I'll 3D print
That would be
you one.
insane.
Well, we've just lost all of our drones.
Yeah.
For yourself.
We lost all of our drones.
What? Will we lose all our drones?
No, we were saying like, imagine if we ran the Boyds on drones.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I
Yeah.
honestly, I think we could probably train some pretty ridiculously impressive stuff very easily. Just if you like, literally, if they just knew like they just knew each other's positions and nothing else,
Hmm.
train some really crazy swarming stuff.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
It should be easier than whatever weird thing we're trying to implement.
Okay, so there you go. Scale the reward a little tiny bit.
Yeah, we probably need to normalize it better. Probably. I don't know.
I'm just gonna do.
Am I missing something on this
Is it
tutorial?
clip? Do you have like an F clip app?
Oh, training demo.
I don't. I have a clip thing for me. Yeah, I did. I think I have a clip helper.
F
Clip.
FL clip.
Yeah. FL. I don't know why FL.
You
It
with
should
the
probably just
freaking
be F.
crazy approximate, like the crazy variables. Crazy. What are you doing?
Listen, INDX is the future. I'm kidding.
Oh god.
I just freaking.
We had like 6 different naming conventions for steps and time.
Well, they weren't naming conventions. They were just whatever people had used for it.
I know.
Yeah, we can make it just F clip F.
Alright, we're gonna do this. We're gonna train your freaking model again. We're gonna do points. And we're gonna move on, and we're gonna win.
Mm-hmm.
What's that
And then we have
supposed
the
to be like
puffer
that?
cyclone.
Ooh. A puffer
Zikubuko.
transformer.
Puffer cyclone.
So,
Oh,
what would that be?
There was actually a
Transformer.
there was a hurricane the other day. And
Mhm.
it turns out that tornado touched down about 40 miles from here and killed 9 people.
What?
Yeah, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh. Are you in a really? There's
Apparently.
tornadoes? Okay.
I don't know.
Interesting.
I was tempted to go outside and run in that storm. It looked fun.
Listen.
Average Joseph moment.
Listen, your reward function is has some
Better than your reward function.
True. I don't know. I like
Yeah.
running in storms. It's fun.
Isn't it too cold?
I ran marathons in
It's
Boston in the winter. No.
late. It's like late spring here in the.
I bought
United
let me
States,
tell you,
right?
like I would go at like just on a random day, like before I went into the lab, I'd go run like a half around the river in Boston, and it would be like freaking dark, like 7 a.m., 6:30 a.m., freezing rain, horizontal, with like a light jumper maybe, and like real thin sweats, and that's it. And yeah, I'd do that. I'd like get to Dunkin' on the way back, get a hot coffee and like 4 donuts, and just like get a hot shower and just like. But before I got my coffee and hot shower, it's like I would walk right through you. not a happy camper with that.
That doesn't sound fun. Oh my god.
I got in good shape. I ran one marathon in Boston before
Nice.
I left there. I had the one in Florida, and then I did my 50K in California.
Yeah. I miss California so much because I just came back from vacation and I ran like twice a day, and now in New Jersey I'm running like once a week.
Yeah, get some weights.
Oh yeah,
I don't know,
that's
I've
why
never.
I'm probably gonna get a Planet Fitness membership here in
Yeah.
the next week. But
Speaking of which, my Ivankos get here tomorrow. I
Which
get
is?
dumbbells.
Blown.
I got
Oh,
5
dumbbells.
through 50s, and I got 60, 70, 80s, 90s, and 100s coming.
Oof.
15
Do you have
pairs.
Did
1,400
you also
pounds.
get? I'm guessing you also got the dumbbell shelves or whatever you want to call them, racks.
See him back there?
Uh
Right
He's
behind
keeping
my
you on
rack.
the ground.
oh, they're just in boxes.
No, the shelf doesn't have the
Oh.
dumbbells on them. I got the.
Oh, I
15
see him.
pairs.
Yeah. I see him right next to the rack, like right behind the rack, like
Yeah.
the squat rack. Okay. Cool.
I got the
Why is it
deadlift
that-
bar.
why is
I've
it-
got the log. I've got the super squat. I got my bench. Other things.
Why is the salmon ladder on the other side?
What?
It's switched.
What do you mean? Why is the salmon?
It's
Where's-
always been on. It's always been on the left side. Now it's on the right side.
Is it? Wait.
Yeah. You swap your. But if you swap your thing, why
Is
isn't
the
flag
camera? No, because the camera. I switched the camera because I had that, so the flag shows the right way.
Oh, was the flag the other
Yeah.
way before?
The flag is mounted the correct way, but sometimes if it flips your camera, it'll show wrong.
Right.
Huh. I might have to review some footage here to see.
camera mirror effect thingy.
Good flag though.
Makes sense.
Big.
America.
Big flag.
America.
Yes,
You gotta have a flag for a gym. I don't make the rules.
that's true. I agree.
All right. What else? What else did we get? What other rewards are cool in here?
The one of like matching velocities and position, like average velocities and position. So there's the centering factor, which is
The hell?
average position, and matching factor, which is velocity.
What?
Yeah. So like the Boyds try to basically have the average velocity of Boyds in its visual range or whatever. But for now, yeah, you can see everything. It just the reward only applies in a certain range.
That's weird.
So that one is for the velocity, yeah, the matching
Buffer
factor.
voids.
I learned a lot though building this, and I'm learning literally every time you debug my stuff. I'm just like learning so much.
That's the goal.
Joseph, would you prefer things having the same naming convention across C and across Python, or having Python and C having different naming conventions intentionally?
Depends on the thing.
Yeah, what are you talking
Like-
about specifically?
In Python, step is almost always referred to as tick, and timeout is referred to as timeout, whereas in C in the header files, step is used, or num steps is used, or a bunch of other things are used for steps, and time test is used instead of timeout. But they both do the same thing.
We should probably keep it the same, but
I don't think.
I mean,
anyone-
that's really pedantic,
anyone
honestly.
knows-
I care so much more about stuff like not having a half dozen or like having a dozen redundant functions and like stupid extra abstractions than I care about having the names always be the same.
Okay.
Like it's
I
like if you're
mean-
gonna look for something, if you're gonna look for like stuff that's wrong with the M's, like triple triad was Spencer's first M before I yelled at him a bunch, and like that's got like fucking quadruple pointers in it. They're like a
Well, it
bunch of
doesn't-
M's that have like three, like
doesn't work,
four,
too.
like five structs when they need one struct, and like a ton of like it's just like overly abstracted bullshit. And like,
Well, yeah, if
and
you
to be fair, Spencer's like he's kicking ass now with the
Mhm.
M's he's been building. So it's just like, yeah, people learn this stuff. But it's like, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know who the fuck I give to this stuff to like just refactor, because the thing
Plus-
is like, I don't want to give it to someone who's more junior, because like it's actually something. It's not like, oh, just let the LLM do it or whatever. It actually, no, like writing good clean code is one of the hardest things you can do. But at the same time, if you're capable of doing that, then you could probably also be like making some more freaking awesome ends. So it's tough.
What?
Mhm.
Wait, whoa. Hold on. Why?
Hmm?
What the heck? Sorry, I just saw something kind of
Weston,
silly.
triple triad does not work right now. So if you want,
Yes,
you
it
can try to
does.
fix it. Okay. Proof.
Hey, this is
eval.
kind of cool.
It's
This is the matching
Doing-
velocity rewards.
a little
Yeah.
more for me.
Okay. Well, I guess what should it do theoretically? It should try just match them, so
Well, I
they
mean,
should
they
be
kind
like
of look like they're doing that.
yeah. Yeah, they are. Yeah, you get some like it looks like hurricanes
Here comes the hurricane.
running that. Just run into the voids. Yeah.
It'll look cooler if you do not match velocity.
Well, that's the thing. We're gonna have it's a tunable factor, so you can,
Oh, I see what's happened here. Okay.
Also, my steps per second here seem very low.
Oh, poor you. You only get to train at 1.5 million steps per second.
Hmm. Dude, look at how much the envs. The envs is 2%.
It's like 2% too much.
Yeah, should be 0. Should take 0 to right. 0. Well, you know, only 1.5 million.
5 trillion buffers.
Okay, there we go.
So I think what would be a cool experiment to see is when you turn on the um, reward of like the avoid factor. You can I put in the functionality that you can just like press shift and they all flock into your cursor wherever your cursor is. So I
That's
wonder
fun.
like yeah like that like yeah what would happen if you put avoid factor, you know? Like if you put, well, they're kind of doing that kind of now. Yeah, you can literally, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. That's fun.
You're just happy.
I just like, yeah, you
I'm not
just
gonna
have
lie.
puffers. Here, have some buffers.
Yeah,
Have some
they don't
puffers.
collide with each other, but I mean, I think that's the right call is to
Yeah,
make them
that's
like
good.
be able to go through each other.
Now, it's the thing is like we gotta do a little tuning shenanigans.
Also, so for the avoidance reward, like my original avoidance reward, I would like to try to explain it to you, and you may be telling me like, is this a good idea? Is this bad? And like, why it's bad, why it's good, or kind of thing. Or like, well, I'm mostly looking for why it's bad.
Hang on,
But yeah.
let me do one that one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there we go.
This gets like 0.6.
Mm.
Okay, and then this. Do this. What the fuck is this mini batch size?
The one that works from I don't know, it just works. Whoa, okay. That's not good. Hmm. So what's gamma?
Discount factor.
What's gamma?
First
Discount
parameter.
factor.
Gamma's very important.
What
Gamma
does
is
it
annoying.
tune? Does it?
Night stream, yes,
Okay, I
indeed.
guess. Yeah, I need to look more into RL and like read some papers, read some
I have a blog for you.
blog posts. Yeah, give me a blog
Is it
post.
my blog post?
What's Costa's?
Well,
Costa, yeah.
that is one of the ones I recommend in my blog post. I'll give you that.
Okay, start with Joseph's. Start with
Yeah.
I
Joseph.
also have a massive list of various resources, so if you want any, just DM me.
I'll DM you then. But also, I guess, for prerequisites, should I? Because right now I'm kind of in the middle of going through. Carpathy has like this 0 to hero ML stuff, where he shows out to.
Makes good stuff.
Like he goes through papers and stuff through like he went through the paper that explains what is called that explains how to kind of proposes a solution to the curse of dimensionality um by like
What affect us?
instead of having like bigrams or trigrams, you'll just switch it to a neural net that then kind of represents, like, it basically compresses all those bigrams, or the matrix, the bigram matrix, or the trigram tensor, or whatever you want to call it, matrix it would be probably, yeah. It compresses it to just basically having a neural network. And I think next is AlexNet, but I don't remember.
Okay, this looks good. Another one down. This one took me like 10 times worth.
BRB 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus Christ. CPR down.
Hmm?
I finished formatting CPR correctly. That one took like 10 N's worth.
Wait, what are you doing to format it?
Just normalizing variable names and whatnot,
Okay.
right?
Can be up
And then
PR stuff
fixing
as long
some-
as it's not broken.
Hmm?
Can PR all that stuff as long as it's
Yeah,
not
that's what I'm
broken.
gonna do at the end. I'm basing everything basically off of the way you formatted Neural MMO3 and
Oh god, that's
MOBA.
like one of the first M's though.
Yeah,
Jack, read the
and
target
MOBA
env. Read the
and-
target env real quick.
Okay, sure.
Because I wrote it yesterday, so it's like the cleanest, most up to date thing. Neural MMO is like pretty decent, but it's also the first major piece of C that I had to write. So
Okay, let's see. Where am I? No, that's 2.0. What am I doing? Okay, there we go. And tutorial M squared and target cleaned up.
Nice. Now we just.
make you a network.
What?
Making you a network.
Me? Boyd's network? Okay.
Oh.
Congratulations. You get a network.
You get it. You're like Oprah now. Giving
get a
everyone
You
network.
get a
You
network,
get a
and you
network.
get a network.
You get a network, and you get a network.
You scream, I scream, we all scream for networks.
Mhm.
Oh my, why does I select the dev branch and then I click from the dev branch PufferLib into the dev branch PufferLib Ocean and it switches to 2.0. Swear to God.
Ask me.
Okay.
Nice.
There we go.
Okay. Perfect.
Get up high.
Now I just need the pencil. Yep. Nice. Okay. Interesting. Outline, pencil, a pen. Just
Okay.
nice. Okay. Nice. I got a puffer whiteboard or sketchboard. Buffer themed sketchboard.
Yeah, it's basically the same thing. In fact, your PyScript is essentially basically how I'm rewriting it, with the
Good.
target SPS being like the only main thing different. And you also changed, yeah, you changed ticks to step as well, so that's funny.
What did I change to steps?
Yeah, so in
Oh,
the
I just do
PyScript,
that
right,
in the perf
target.py, yeah.
test. Because the
Yeah.
reason I do that is because like ticks is like when you're like in the internals of the game, it's the number of game ticks or whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's why I usually do that.
Yeah, a lot of the older M's have ticks instead
Ticks
of
is
steps, which
yeah,
is what I'm
ticks is
changing.
fine. Steps is fine. It doesn't matter that much.
Yeah,
just
we
prefer
should
to have them
probably
all
It
switch to
depends
mine
because
to
like the thing is
steps.
ticks is like for a neural MMO specifically, like the tick system is a common thing that you to talk about in like an MMO.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. It's also confusing. Steps is more straightforward.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I'm nitpicky.
I'm nitpicky.
Okay, here we go. I can commit this now. Oh, because I keep. Oh, that's why. Because I have two tabs open. That's probably why it's defaulting to 2.0. Okay. Wink. So that's fixed. Okay. Okay.
Doing this, I'm going to bed.
Okay.
Alright.
Hoping this does something.
Let's see. Okay. What did you change in the network? Oh.
Oh, wow.
Glue.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, that's
Should
done.
be relu, right? Oh. We talking about. Right.
Technically, I am increasing perf, but I'm increasing it by a absolutely infinitely small amount. That I can't spell.
Okay. No.
Okay. Hmm.
So the new blog post or tutorial you're gonna create is just called blog.html.
Oh, it's in the docs.html.
Docs. I see.
It's in that file.
Yep.
Get this knee looked at. Hurts.
Wait.
What the fuck?
Ah. Okay, there we go. Wait, what am I doing? I'm dumb. I get the wrong file. I'm getting turned around. That's not smart of me. There we go.
Hmm. Based observation.
Oh.
Oh, hello.
Do you want the perf test for the Python script to be in directly if name main, or do you want it to be its own function?
Put it in the main so that you can run the class directly. You can just run the script.
Maps observation.
Thought that there
Oh.
are two.
I see. One of the first fundamental, then skip right to rainbow. Okay. So ah, okay. Yeah, I need to understand that. Mm-hmm.
I'm dumb.
Mm-hmm. Oh, interesting. Huh. Appealing as in shown impressive result.
Ah.
For some reason in target.py you have I and steps, and they both function as the same variable.
Where?
In target.py. Unless I'm blind, but I controlled F and I couldn't find any use for it where steps wouldn't be in normally. You
Steps
have
adds steps gets incremented by num agents, I get just incremented by 1.
Ah,
Oh,
And it's I% cache.
gotcha.
I love your description of multi-agent RL.
What?
His description of multi-agent RL in his blog post is it's the same as a single agent RL, except that the environments and tools are jank.
Oh, I see what's happened here. In the okay. Well,
Well, this certainly is a good job of slowing it the hell down.
Oh, the new neural net.
yeah, there we go. Okay.
What architecture? Are you just doing a lot of LSTMs or
It's a
GRUs or whatever?
pointwise architecture, so it encodes all the voids the same, so it's positionally independent. I don't know if it does
Does it
anything.
learn any better?
No idea. Probably not. I think you gotta like do some work on like the dynamics of this thing. Like you should be able to get like these nice swarm things out of it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna commit all this stuff up to you. You don't have to use this
Mhm.
net. You can go back to the default one. I'm gonna give you all the stuff that I've done for now.
Yeah. Where are you gonna commit it?
It's to dev.
Okay, sure.
Okay, I simplified it out so I isn't used anymore and used the old version. I think it's more easy to look at least in my opinion. It removes an extra variable that you don't need.
So what would be, I guess,
I was gonna
my
make a
next
reference to a very old cartoon,
Mm.
and then I realized that you weren't alive for that.
You'd be
'Cause
surprised.
I'm
I might have
old.
not been alive, but I might have seen it. I have no clue. My dad is a boomer, so
Old.
I have seen a lot of old stuff.
I'm much old.
So, what should be kind of my next steps? Is it just adjusting rewards
Yeah,
or
you're
just
gonna have
going
to.
over?
You're gonna have to adjust the rewards. You're gonna have to get shit normalized.
Right.
Like, RL's not gonna respond to like, well, if there are two
Mhm.
voids next to me, I get negative 0.02 reward. But if there are 3 voids next to me, I get -0.03 reward. Like, it's like you gotta give it a signal it can actually learn off of. Which is why it's like, all right, the 1 void near you is -1/4, 2 voids is -0.5, whatever. I gotta
Mhm.
cap the
So
reward
very
so it's
simple, kind of just
yeah, very
if
so don't
there's.
overthink it.
Mhm.
And then like I think that you want to like look at the original rules right from that end and see if you can get like it's probably like the alignment and the dispersion that are the most important, right? What are the
Yeah,
rules?
the alignment and the avoidance.
Well, is it just avoidance? What the fuck is
There's
this?
I don't know. I can give you the Cornell one. Well, you can look it up. Just Boyd's Cornell.
Yeah, this thing. So like
Well.
separation. Oh, but it's
Yeah.
coherence, right? So it's
Coherence
coherence,
is when
separation,
they.
alignment. Yeah, you need these.
I have.
I gotta
Well,
tune
but
some
yeah, I
stuff.
can. I guess. I mean, I can name them coherence,
Well, I
separation,
don't care. It's the name.
alignment.
It's just you gotta like. There was a lot of normalization jank and weird things going on. So like, you gotta get like,
Mhm.
you gotta get these in a way that they can be very learnable. I think that like, once you get a nice clean version of this, it should be very easy to just instantly learn this type of behavior, and it'll be really cool to have.
Okay. Yeah, it might be that.
Like here, look at
Yeah.
this. So they have like this coherence.
Mhm.
There's this separation.
This is the avoidance. Yeah.
Like, look, this. So this is just like, this is random,
Yeah.
whatever. And you'd like. Now they all want to just go in the same direction.
Yeah.
Now they want to stay away from each other as well. That's pretty freaking cool.
Mhm.
Right? There's like so much cool stuff. I mean, you can see it's a little fiddly to like get the original behaviors. Like, look.
Mhm.
Oh, that's cool.
How's everyone doing?
Good.
Is that
Pretty
Tosin?
good.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
Yep. How you
I've
doing?
been fixing frickin' code and fixing networks and fixing everything.
Sounds like fun. Sounds like you guys are having a party.
Exactly.
Yeah. I'm in the office just chugging like 6. I'm on like 6 bottles of Red Bull.
Oh, jeez.
Mm.
I've done that.
I
I've
have a
done
paper
that.
due in a few days, so
Oh. Yeah. Maybe
Yeah,
you
get
could
that
do
done.
yeah. I'm gonna die young.
I did that for all of undergrad, but I stopped in grad school. I don't know who this is. This he is in a bunch of the random group chats I am in, and I highly suspect it's like CCP spy.
Yeah.
Who?
It's some random engineer girl who has genetically beautiful in her Twitter bio and like makes like vaguely flirty comments with like all the random engineers and these like that's like nah, that's CCP spy. There's no way.
Oh God! I just realized what you meant.
Hey,
There's
They
no
go
way.
by CPC now.
Is that so?
Yes, in order to be more friendly and more, what was the exact words they used? They were trying to appear, I guess, less communist. I don't know.
What?
Hmm.
Doesn't make sense.
It's instead of the.
Well, the funny thing
what
is
does
China's
they
not
change it
actually
to?
communist, but that's a whole long story.
No, they're Marxist-Leninist.
I think it's more fascist, and they tell the people who support it, they tell everyone it's communist so that they support them or whatever.
That's communism.
Yeah, so CCP is the Chinese Communist Party, whereas CPC is Communist Party of China. So it's supposed to be more. They've been that way since they've been CPC officially internally since like 2000 or
Alright.
something. But
Well, as we
it's
can
just-
see, this is
yeah.
not the communist stream. We have the
Yeah.
American flag.
Yeah, America.
America.
Reminds me of this guy that I was in a project with, and I think he called like football soccer, and I was like, no, it's not football. It's not soccer. It's football. And then he says, bro, I bleed red, white, and blue. I was like, what the fuck does that mean? And then it was, oh, the flag. I was like, oh, okay.
That's funny. Welcome
Most
to.
people just bleed red.
Yeah, but us, Americans have that blue 240 or whatever, so they bleed
Yeah.
blue.
What does Bluetooth 40 mean?
All the dyes.
It's like the food dyes.
Guys, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Blue, right?
We do.
We have that in America.
Would be
Blue
the.
four.
Alright, I gotta
There's
I
one
gotta
you
call
have
it though
three
for the
for.
night.
Mhm.
Call it for the
Alright.
stream and everything. So
Indeed.
All right, man. Take care.
so yeah, for the folks
See you,
that have
Joseph.
been can we get everybody to start the puffer? It really helps
Yeah.
when people
Yep.
start.
Yeah,
Start the
Cobra
puffer.
Fish.
I mean, I've done it twice at least.
Alright.
It's true.
Alright. I will be back tomorrow, streaming RL dev all day, except for when I get my 1,400 pounds of dumbbells delivered. I'm very
Mm.
much
You're
looking.
Yo.
I'm
them
very
all
much looking
on
forward to it. Also,
stream.
my server should be here soon.
Not yeah, the tiny boxes.
It's like, you really, I don't feel bad about buying dumbbells and stuff when I think about how much the damn servers cost. Like, goddamn. Giving
Yeah,
George
the
Hotz all my freaking money.
tariffs.
No, luckily those ones weren't even with tariffs. So, the non-tariffs is still 25 grand a box.
It's
Alright.
And I think most of it is because they are all on kind of one machine, so that is not something that's easy
There's not a
to do.
crazy big markup. They're pretty good.
expensive hardware, right?
Yeah, it's just the chips are expensive. Nvidia's like, yeah.
Just
Anyways,
add it all up. It's very simple. See you,
yeah,
Joseph.
we got a lot of stuff. So there's the new tutorial done today. There's the new M's done today. There's the new Pac-Man Env integrated initial version. We've got some progress on Boyd's here. So I think that tomorrow. Oh, I also shipped the initial dev container. It's on the Docker hub at the moment. I gotta slim it down and I gotta make some fixes to it. But I think that probably tomorrow I'm gonna spend like a couple hours finishing docs, and then I'm gonna try to just like hammer out as many experiments as I can, because we need to get to like the final experiments, final ablations, put it all together. This thing has just gotta ship. The longer this thing goes without shipping, the crazier I'm gonna go. So yeah,
I agree.
that's all. All right.